There's a lot to say, but who's stopping you from saying it all, huh? They can control you. They can control your food. They can control where you go. They can control your whole life. But they can't control your thoughts. And if your thoughts are the last thing you have, the last things you own, what are you doing with them? If you're not doing anything worth or worthy with your thoughts, then you are wasting them. Okay? So, rants. My dear young people, or old, young, anybody really, if you still have breaths left in you or energy to fight, just remember, the world is ours. We share it. Other people are fighting really hard to have the freedoms that we have. So this goes to anybody in a first world nation with freedom, okay? Some of us have freedom, of security and speech and shelter. We get our basic human needs, while others are lacking it. And while we have it, we have to fight. They're fighting to survive. What are we fighting for? Okay. Yes, we should all fight for survival because, every day that goes by, you are fighting to stay alive. But while that's happening, I feel as though a lot of our freedoms are being pushed and swiped away. And people aren't taking advantage of them. And that is a problem. Because if you realize just how much freedom you have, you will be able to do almost everything. And this isn't coming from a place of, you can do anything you want only if you believe in yourself and preach in that. And no, I am not your mom. I am not your dad. I am just telling you, if you live in a first world nation, especially with a first world passport, first world citizenship, you have more than most people on the planet. And what are you doing with your freedom? Okay? You could sit at home and sit back and complain about my government doesn't do this for me, they don't do that for me. Well, the government is there for a reason. In my eyes, I feel like they're there to serve a purpose, and that is to just offer security. And that's about it. And that security that we have in the first world is guarantee, not really to guarantee life, but to guarantee a sense of safety far more than what other people have. And that is why we shouldn't take advantage of that freedom. And the point to all this is, you can sit back and victimize yourself, enslave yourself, begrudge, and hold it all against the government or people or corporations or, family members. Basically, instead of doing all that, what are you doing to help yourself? Solution? I got plenty. I don't even know where this rant is going. All I know is I have enough battery on my phone. I'm laying here, it's raining outside. I was just about to sleep and this just crossed my mind. And in case you're wondering, you could have just sat up and work clothes and prepared yourself to speak to people and whatnot. But you know what? This is the energy that I feel at the moment, and it always feels like young people are limiting themselves. In a way, we feel like we're going after dreams and, chasing our passions. But really, if you think about it, you limit yourself the minute you say, or I guess the minute you start to victimize yourself or blaming. And that's not good. And like I said, solutions, there are plenty. This message only goes for those in first world countries with opportunities, being able to seize them and grab whatever it is that you can to help yourself. Because you have a strong passport, you have an education, go to another country, pick up a job, see what you can do. You can't stop yourself from living and working by saying my government doesn't offer enough jobs, there aren't enough jobs in my field, there's this and that. If you have an opportunity, if you're in a place where opportunities are offered, get up and go somewhere else. Because sometimes, as you can see with the way the world is, almost everybody is an immigrant. They all gotta leave to go find a better life somewhere. So we can't leave that stigma and say, immigrants, they're successful, they had to come from somewhere and work hard to become this and that. Our parents or the generations before us, they did all that, and that's why a lot of them are successful. But what about us? Can we just sit still in our nice little cozy countries that offer us everything and complain after being offered everything? Or go somewhere and look for something? And this is just something that I notice in a lot of young people all over. You have YouTube videos, articles, and even professionals complaining about not being able to get work. But if you're educated, if you're skilled in a way, find something that you can do besides what you're doing. Okay? So I know this is a long rant, but my mind just goes sometimes like, as you would see, 1,000 miles an hour, and a lot of things have to come out of my brain into my mouth and out so that I don't know, whoever hears it, they hear. If they don't, who cares? But dear people, please stop enslaving yourselves and stop being small-minded and stop begrudging and stop blaming and start looking for opportunities and stop being comfortable. Because being comfortable is the worst thing that you can do for yourself. I know comfort seems great. A lot of times it's as if, that comfort. Yes, comfort is great. The word itself brings me comfort. But you gotta be uncomfortable to get certain things in life. And you have to be accountable to get those things. And by being accountable, like I said before, and I think I keep repeating myself, stop blaming people for your failures and start celebrating and start accepting that there are so many of us, there are so many dreams to be, chased and dreams to be had. And if we all sit around just blaming, then how are we attaining those dreams? How are you reaching your goals? What are you doing to reach them? I don't know. But am I going to do another video like this? Yes, because I'm out here about to go to bed. And yeah, goodbye, friends.